Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are over here back at Disney Springs at the bus stop, and we are getting ready for another resort tour today. Today we are going to be headed to the newest Disney resort, the Riviera. And guys, here we are. We have made it to the Riviera Resort, the newest resort here at Walt Disney World, and it is also a Disney Vacation Club resort. Just a little backstory of this resort: it was inspired by European and Mediterranean themes. This opened in the December of 2019. So of course over here, this is where we're gonna pull into our cars. Very nice area. This is the porte cochere where we can drop off our luggage. It's actually probably the nicest porte cochere that I can think of on property, besides maybe Coronado Springs. Probably these two are tied. And this is just a very nice area. If we look over here while we're walking towards the lobby, we can see this nice water feature with the water fountains and the waterfall. It really starts to give off that Mediterranean European vibe, especially with these lights under here and the chandeliers and everything. Really reminds me of like Mediterranean European style. And walking in, we see these big glass sliding doors that are going to welcome us into the lobby. And just like it will say for every Disney Vacation Club, it says welcome home. That's what it says at every DVC area resort. And of course we come in and we're greeted by the Disney Vacation Club logo right here on these doormats, as well as the Riviera Resort logo. And then we walk in to the Riviera Resort lobby. And for me, I'm all about smells. So if a place smells good, then I automatically like it like 1,000,000 times more. But this place smells incredible. We see really cool light fixtures up top here in the lobby. The lobby itself is pretty small. Over here, this is where the front desk and bell service and concierge is. And then on the left side, we do have a little cafe as well as a gift shop. But even though it is really small, you can tell this is a very nice lobby with a bunch of couches in here. Really nice couches, some flowers. These are actually real flowers, so they're not fake. Everything in here is very nice and very fancy, very elegant. Definitely something that you would find somewhere in the Mediterranean. So plenty of seating to wait while you are waiting for your room or waiting to check in. And they do have this cool little section right here for the kids to hang out, like this touch screen, little games that they can play while they're waiting for the parents to check in. So right now, let's come into the Riviera Resort gift shop. It's actually called La Boutique. And something that we're going to see here at this resort is a lot of the things are going to be in different languages that we're going to find in the Mediterranean and in Europe. Like there's a lot of Spanish things, French, but here is the La Boutique. So we come in here, it's a pretty small gift shop, but there's everything that you're gonna need in here. You got your basic Disney merchandise. You have a lot of different clothing options in here as well. So it's pretty cool. Not a lot of resorts are gonna have things like this. Got cool Riviera Resort specific merchandise. You've even got some Pandora jewelry available in this gift shop. A really fancy looking robe. So like I said, this resort is very fancy, so you're gonna find a lot of this stuff. You got some Givenchy perfume, but overall a pretty small little gift shop for Riviera Resort. We're gonna find that Riviera really isn't too big of a resort. But right next to the La Boutique gift shop, we do have a little quick service place. This is called La Petite Cafe. They're gonna be selling some quick things like some drinks, and they do serve some pastries as well. You can find some of this stuff like at Amarette's Pastries at Disney Springs, but they do sell them here as well. It looks pretty good. It looks very fancy as well. I mean, look at that lemon cheesecake. So really gets the whole vibe of the European cafe. So that's pretty much what covers the lobby. We got the boutique and the La Petite Cafe. But one thing before we leave the lobby area, I want to show you guys is you can actually come outside onto the balconies to enjoy the views. So you can come outside over here and enjoy the views of outside here at the Riviera Resort. Of course, they do have some chairs that are available for you to sit down. And this lobby right here, this is actually the upper lobby level. There is a lower lobby level, which we will explore in just a little bit. But for right now, we're gonna come over here to the left side because there is a pretty unique place. It's right here next to the La Petite Cafe. It's called the Voyagers Lounge. So how would I explain the Voyagers Lounge is it's basically just a cool place to come hang out. Say if you need to do some work, you need to do some schoolwork or something, come in here, sit down on the desk, on the chairs to do your work. Also, it looks like a library. So there's a bunch of books that are from Europe from old school Europe, as well as old school Disney merchandise that is from Europe. And throughout this resort, there's lots and lots of pictures of Walt Disney on some of his trips and vacations to Europe. So we can see a lot of these in the hallway, and I do love like the flooring in here. It sort of reminds me a little bit of the Venetian Hotel over in Las Vegas. There's not really a Disney resort that looks like this walking down the hallways, but this resort is filled with a ton of really nice artwork. Like right here we see Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom, and like I said, we're gonna find a lot of things that are not in English. So over here we have movie posters that are debuted in Europe somewhere, specific language, which country the movie was released in. This movie poster, like I think this Pinocchio one is probably France, I think. So you'll see a bunch of this throughout this resort. All right, and now we're here back in the upper lobby. Now let's go explore the lower lobby and eventually head outside. So down here on the lower lobby, there's really nothing to do right here, but if we walk this way, we will run into some restaurants. And if we look to the left over here, we see some of those newer of the movie posters like The Incredibles 2. And also right here, this is where the children's activities room is. So if your kids want to come do some arts and crafts, this is where they can do that at. They even have a cool Riviera Resort painting. I really like when the resorts add a painting of the actual hotel. But like I said, if we keep coming down this way, we do run into the quick service restaurant for Riviera Resort. It is called Primo Piatto. I have eaten here before a couple times, and every time I've come here, the food is really good. They do have specific things for this resort, so it's not just your basic quick service restaurant. They also do have a grab and go section over here, so if you just want to grab some quick food and go, some fruit, some bagels, stuff like that. All right guys, and actually if we just exit Primo Piatto outside over here, we come to the outside area of the Riviera Resort, which is really nice. There's a lot of things to do over here. Like you see this huge chessboard on the ground here. It looks really nice as well with the Riviera Resort logo. There's lots of places to sit down, hang out. You got some chair swings, as well as nice open turf for like kids to come play around, or if you just want to sit down or just enjoy the sights of Riviera. Because if we turn around, we can actually see the whole entire resort back here, which is really nice. But you can tell this resort isn't very huge, but everything here is really top notch. It's really nice. They also do have this game that you can play right here on this turf field. It's called bocce or baki, however you say that, but you can play over here. There's usually balls over here for people to play with. But I do just love walking around this area of the resort. This area of the resort is my favorite, with the palm trees, and then we see the resort in the background, and of course all the nice turf areas, and the plants and everything back here is just really well kept. And so there's actually 2 pools at this resort. So if we just follow this way, we'll run into one of the pools. I find like this pool is more adult oriented. We can get a slight view inside the pool over there. There's not like a big water slide for this pool. It's just a nice relaxing pool, just a basic hotel pool. But a lot of the adults like to hang out over here, and then families and with kids like to come hang out at this other pool on this side. But in the middle over here, it's a nice place to hang out with chairs, hang out over here on the lake. There's actually a beach on the other side where you can hang out on the sand and stuff, but over here we can take a look at just the lake and the rest of Caribbean Beach Resort. We see it back over here, as well as the Disney Skyliner, because this is a Disney Skyliner resort. We'll go over there in just a little bit and show you guys the Disney Skyliner station. But here's actually a look at this other pool. This is the pool section right here. There's also this big water slide, and then on the other side over here we do have the kiddie pool, but a very nice pool. They do have the jacuzzi on this side, and then of course over here we have the kiddie splash pad area. They do have some slides over here for the kids, as well as just some cool things for them to do. But also, like I mentioned, there is this beach area where you can come and lay down on the beach chairs in the sand and hang out over here by the lake. If you want, you can also walk over to the Caribbean Beach Resort, which is over here. It's a very short walk from Riviera. Riviera actually used to be a Caribbean Beach Resort, a part of it. But you can come over here onto the Caribbean Beach Resort, hang out at this resort if you would like as well. We've got a lot of cool things to do at the Caribbean Beach. But just actually over here by the pool, there is the pool bar. Of course, there's a pool bar here at Riviera. It's called Bar Riva. It's a really nice looking pool bar, one of the nicest pool bars that you'll see at Disney property. And also, if you look to the very top, you'll notice this you'll notice this section of the resort with all these windows up here, that's actually a restaurant. It's the table service restaurant here at the Riviera Resort. It's called the Topolino Terrace. Topolino Terrace offers French and Italian breakfasts and dinners. Topolino in Italian actually means Mickey Mouse. That's what they call Mickey Mouse in Italy, Topolino, so that's why it's called the Topolino Terrace. So let's continue around this way, around the other pool. This is a good shot of that other pool that I was telling you guys about, where a lot of the adults like to hang out. We're gonna come over here so I can show you guys the Skyliner station. So if we just keep walking past this way, we're gonna come to these arches, and we're gonna find some really cool paintings and water features, like this painting right here. This is of Tangled with the lanterns and everything. Then we see the castle right here. Then we've got these really nice water fountains. I love water fountains. And then this one is of Peter Pan and the kids going to Neverland. But just this way, this is where the Disney Skyliner is. So you would actually come this way in the morning, or whenever you're going to either Epcot or Hollywood Studios. So you would come over here, hop on the Skyliner either this way to Epcot or that way towards the Caribbean Beach Station, so you can transfer to Hollywood Studios. And the cool thing about this resort is I think all of the rooms all have balconies. I really love balconies, so that's pretty cool. I think all the rooms have balconies here. So yeah guys, that is pretty much the Riviera Resort. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Had fun walking around Riviera for you guys, showing you guys the newest resort on Disney property. But let me know which resort you guys want me to do next. I've had fun doing every single one of these resort tours. They're one of my favorite videos to do, just coming over here to the hotels, walking around. It's pretty calming just being able to film the whole resort, take a look at them, because they're all really, really nice. But yeah guys, that's gonna do it for me today. So if you did enjoy the video, a like would definitely be appreciated. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all the new videos that I put out. And thank you to every single one of you who watches the videos. It really means a lot. And I will see you on the next one.